All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people. Lovely morning, beautiful people all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you are highly welcome to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on all the whole issues happening in Biafran territory. Now, the next voice you're about to hear is the voice of the Prime Minister, Simon Èkpá. The Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile, the one and only Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, who has actually been on the forefront of the struggle since, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. He has come out in a very important emergency live broadcast to give update on another issue that is trending. But meanwhile, before I play this video, I want to also remind Biafrans all over the world, wherever you are joining us from today, to know that the referendum voting is going on currently. And you know the funniest thing, just as the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá said, it is going on positively because history has already been made as I'm talking to you. The Prime Minister will announce the big news and the great news to all Biafrans so that you will understand that whether you support the struggle or not, whether you participate in the voting or not, whether you've been contributing or not, the reality is that there are people who are already doing the needful. But the truth also, you must know, is that what do you have to show that you are truly a Biafran? What do you have to show that you supported this government? What do you really have to show that you will be part of this history that is coming? Because it is really coming. The assurance is there. It is coming on Abia or saying so. Oh, you don't know that on December 2nd, there will be a declaration of Biafra. You think that is a joke also? No, let me tell you. Over 10 million Biafrans have participated in this voting exercise. That is how serious people are taking the struggle. Even those who claim that they don't like Simon Èkpá, they don't like the approach, they don't like the way he's handling it. The reality is that on a low key, they are still participating. So don't let anybody distract you. Don't let anybody confuse you. Those who are fighting Simon Èkpá today, it is only because they have seen what he is going to achieve. But most of them are trying to bring him down so that he will not achieve it. Some of them, out of jealousy and frustration, are fighting him. Some of them, out of the fact that he was able to stop their evil deeds of eating where they did not sow, diverting the same process that the Nigerian government is using to divert funds. This same corruption that they learned from the zoo, they want to bring it into the Biafran struggle. Just because of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá refused, they are fighting him. But do you know the funniest thing? No matter how you fight him, people, Biafrans, have proven that this man is the person that they want. This man is the person that can give them this liberation. Now, watch what he had to say. And do not forget, you need to share this particular one so that everybody will know and hear the voice of the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. As they paint them, now so it is with us.
And all cabinet members of the BRGIE, and all admins and reps, and all Biafrans in the entire globe. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome the Prime Minister of BRGIE, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Maazi Simon Èkpá Njoku, the Universal Ambassador of Peace. Welcome to the stage, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people.
Thank you very much, Minister of Communication and the Deputy. Welcome every one of you, cabinet members of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Welcome the journalists, the press, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Welcome you, lovers of freedom, and of course, Biafra people all over the world. Those of you that are very lucky to listen to this particular space today live, and those who will later listen to the space, who couldn't make it, and those who will be joining us along the line. I welcome every one of you on this beautiful day, the 27th day of May 2024. This particular space today, I came here with joy and with surprises. Yes, I'm aware Biafra people are eager to have their freedom, but I didn't know that they are as hungry for this freedom as what I have seen today. Inasmuch as I believe we have created the highest awareness for the independent state of Biafra, what happened today actually shocked me. Shocked me in the sense that at the end of the sit at home today, the vote from the electoral officers in the homeland have now exceeded 10 million. And the videos and the images coming from different parts of Biafraland also shocked me. Because for those who have been shouting that Biafrans that are sitting at home are scared and all that, this particular referendum has once more vindicated us. The Biafrans have used this sit at home today, and we recorded over 4 million votes today alone in one day across 40 states of Biafra. It is like a national voting day. And so the more I am making an estimation of what this whole self-referendum will turn out to be, the more the Biafra people are proving me wrong. If we are able to get 4 million votes today, from morning till the evening, I wonder what will happen in the coming 3 days sit at home. Because what we are doing is to show to the Biafra people, especially those who have paid the biggest price, which is with their life, wherever they are, that they did not die in vain. Even when they died and we were still shouting one Nigeria, they didn't die in vain. For the fact that this year is very, very exceptional year, where we are not just remembering the fallen heroes of Biafra, which some people have done for the past 13, 15 or so years, but we are also using that opportunity to further the liberation of Biafra by making impactful changes, by transforming that particular civil disobedience and the remembrance of fallen heroes into what could further catapult the liberation of Biafra to the next level. That next level is to make sure that during this particular year for the remembrance of fallen heroes of Biafra, we are not just remembering them, we are also using that opportunity to wake up the subconsciousness of Biafra people to know the importance of this particular self-referendum. My fellow Biafrans, this self-referendum is a history in the making. You know, when we were talking about those who have conducted self-referendum before, even though there is no government anywhere openly backing the Biafra referendum at this point, but we have seen where it has become necessary, even in some Russian-speaking part of Ukraine. And they conducted the self-referendum backed by Russia. However, our own case is completely different. It is what is going to work for us. And we have finally found a solution to Nigeria terrorist state, because you know, they thought that if you talk about referendum, they will say, oh, it is not in the constitution. The constitution of Nigeria is incomplete. The constitution of Nigeria is a fraud, not just about us, not just about the referendum, but everybody, including those who still believe in one Nigeria today, has condemned Nigeria constitution. Even when they still believe in Nigeria, they have condemned the constitution. They say the constitution is fraudulent. They say the constitution is a military decree. They say the constitution is not a constitution, yet they are still romancing that constitution. So we don't have constitution. We are not validating Nigeria constitution, and that was demonstrated during the last election. We have given vote of no confidence for anybody serving Nigeria within Biafra territory. All these things are on record. We voted them and said that they don't represent Biafra. For those who validate the so-called region, they say Southeast region, South-South region. We've made it very clear during our yesterday town hall meeting in the United States. Those South-South region, Southeast region is complete fake. There is nothing like South-South. Our position in the map is not South-Southeast, is not South-South. Our position in the map of Niger area, as the British Fulani continue to change demography, remain in the south of Nigeria, of Niger area. So those who have paraded themselves as educated people in Nigeria, I do not know whether they didn't do what they call geography. And that start to be corrected. If you go to the map of Nigeria, the Biafraland is in the south, not in the southeast. But we assume that when we say southeast, people already know the people that are being referred to. But from the map of Nigeria, we are not from the southeast. We are from the south. Complete core south. And then you go to the, everybody knows, you know, they say south-south. There is nothing in the map called south-south. Everybody knows that. Yet, Nigeria continue to present it even to the international community where they want to address some certain people, they say they're from the south-south Nigeria. And in the book of geography, in the map, there is nothing like south-south. Everybody knows that. Yet, they invented it. And all this is targeted at making sure that Biafra is destroyed, our identity, who we are, the value system, our nation. I assure you that they have failed. So fellow Biafrans, what I wanted to do was to just create the awareness again today as we move very close to 29th day of this month of May, which the sit at home will start. But again, as I was coming here, haven't gotten the brief from the Electoral Commission of the Biafra de facto government that the voting altogether today, as at today, is over 10 million votes, with evidences. I was very dumbfounded. And that changed everything about what I'm about to do this evening. So, fellow Biafra, you know, when we are doing this, some of them, they say, don't listen to them, don't follow them, who is backing the referendum. We don't need anybody to back the referendum. We don't need anybody to support the referendum. All we need is you to support it. It is only you who can give yourself freedom. It is only you who can take the freedom from the oppressors. It is only you who can influence your own freedom. Nobody else. So you don't wait for somebody to come and carry a gun to kill your enemy. No. Today we are doing it. And at the end of the day, what Biafrans are doing today will become history. And many nations will want to copy it. Just watch and see. That is the reason why they want to tell you, for those of us who are the faces of this struggle and the liberation of Biafra, they tell you, come to Nigeria, and they have even refused to understand that we don't even validate Nigeria in the first place. So why would I come to Nigeria? We don't validate Nigeria. They should be telling me, for a start, come to Biafraland, and I will have something to answer to them. It is by choice. And also, this is a modern society, it's a global village. We choose and design what works for us. And we choose how we fight against our enemies. You don't dictate how we fight. If we choose that we are going to fight our enemy from their side, we will fight it from their side. Irrespective of whatever you do, we will stay aside and fight. Because you don't dictate how we fight our enemy. You are not part of the fight in the first place. So, I listened to one of the broadcasts made by one Aisha Yusuf, where she was ranting about, oh, that one in Finland, how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is angel, she was, against him before, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not violent, how that one in Finland is the violent one, how she's blaming the government of Finland, how she's blaming the Nigerian government, and all this blah, blah, blah. But these are the people who pushed people to Lekki Toll Gate. Was it about Biafra? How many people died in Lekki Toll Gate? That girl, or that woman called Aisha, was one of those in the forefront of Lekki Toll Gate protest. They call it NSAS. She was carrying placard. Hey, Nigeria, hey. She was carrying placard, and she pushed many people to die. Today, all of them have been forgotten. Simon Èkpá was not part of it. Right? Undocumented killing in Lagos took place in Lagos, Abuja, and Benin, and other parts of Nigeria. And they were in the forefront of the protest that led to the death of many innocent people who actually was very naive and gullible. Because if they knew that they were going to die for Nigeria, I don't think they would go into protest. But Aisha Yusuf was one of those who were spearheading that particular protest. Today, all the people that died, Nigeria claimed people did not die. But there was a mass burial of over 1,000 people in Lagos. Aisha is now running her mouth as an activist. But other people have died out of our stupidity. Because they don't understand what Nigeria is all about. They don't understand that Nigeria is all terrorism. It's all about terrorism. What they do is if you rise up, they use guns and bullets to suppress you. And if you don't take care, you're gonna die for it. And we said, enough is enough. You can't kill people who just want to be free from you. And then you turn around to call those who want to defend themselves that they are violent. So, my fellow Biafrans, this particular video was made 2 hours ago. Somebody sent it to me. I don't know her page. I don't know Someone is saying this, and I want to play it, and then I will make a comment because it is very necessary. The narrative of that you are violent and violent is something that we don't even care what they say. But at the end of the day, ask yourself, who is the violent one? Is it the Biafra people who are just sitting at home and they're getting killed? Nigeria are getting agitated because the Biafra people are no longer loyal to their government. And then for that reason, they carry gun and start killing people. And then the people decided to defend themselves. They turn around and say, you are violent one. Who is the one that is violent? The records are there. Before Simon Èkpá became the Prime Minister of Biafra, a lot of thousands of people have been killed, including those that have been abducted and continue to detain them. And the people that have enforced their disappearance are in tens of thousands. Simon Èkpá was not even in Biafra struggle as there when this killing were taking place. So, and what do you call that? Do you call it violence or do you call it romance for the citizens who believe that they no longer be accepted and belong to Nigeria? I want everybody to listen to this woman.
The right to arrest anybody because they are coming to agitate that they want to secede or they want their own country. Nobody has the right to arrest anybody for peaceful demonstration and all of that. And then over time, even before the violence, they started the what do you call this thing? As the stay at home. I think it was after Nnamdi Kanu was arrested or so they started it.
You didn't hear that? She said before the violence, they started the sit at home. This is how they distort fact. Before the violence, they started the sit at home. That's a complete lie. You know, sometimes why I'm just trying to make references to this is that because I'm no longer do analysis of videos. We don't have that time anymore. But when the time permits me, I will be doing this very, very often, once in a while. But the time does not permit me. But this is very, very important. When they are changing this narrative, telling these lies, that because we started to sit at home before the violence, I don't know, ask her, when people were killed, over 200 were killed in cold blood in Aba, in the school. Was Simon Èkpá part of it? What do you call that? Do you call it romance of Biafra people by the Nigerian state? Or do you call it terrorism against Biafra people? What do you call that? When they were massacred in Èkpá for just carrying flag, do you call it citizens palliative? What do you call that? And this has been happening, including the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, followed with subsequent killing and massacre of the Biafra people after he was kidnapped in Kenya. What do you call that? We were seeing them burning even people inside their own car in Biafraland. What do you call that? Who does that? It is only terrorists that does that. Kill people, burn them inside car. I want you to listen.
Stay at home. There was one stay at home that was staged. I think it was it 2018? I'm not sure now what it is. But Buhari had gone to commission a project in a particular state in the southeastern part of the country, and people didn't come out like, oh, that's wonderful. That's a way of sending a message. Stay at home, you know, stay at home is also a form of protest. But in any protest or in anything, you don't abuse it. You don't abuse the whole system. To the extent they're not arrested, you now started with, oh, people must not come out every Monday. Are you okay? They are first of all killing you. They are first of all doing everything against you. And then you want to kill the economy of your own region.
Are you hearing that? She said they are first of all killing you. They are first of all destroying you, and now they want to kill the economy of your own region. That is exactly people with senseless, people that are very, very senseless. She acknowledged the fact that firstly, they were killing you, and all she wanted you to do is to chicken out the way they chicken out from the protest, from the NSAS protest that led to hundreds of deaths. They pushed these children, innocent children, to the street in Lagos. They were all slaughtered, and nothing happened till today. Her life moves on. She became a hero. She became a hero of NSAS. She became an activist that she can now grant interview after many hundreds of people, innocent people who are very, very gullible and naive, died in the street of Lagos. And so, All she wanted is that once Nigeria army, terrorist army, bring their weapon, kill as many as possible, everybody should just go home and keep quiet. Listen. And of course, what we have done differently is that those who think that Biafra, you can do anyhow you want against Biafra people, it is no longer business as usual.
Èkpá, whatever it is that he comes because he said, I don't blame it that one, I blame Nigeria. First of all, I blame Nigeria and his foreign policies and whatever, and now comes because he said, I don't blame it that one, I blame Nigeria. First of all, I didn't have control anymore. You see that Èkpá, whatever it is that he comes because he said, I don't blame it that one, I blame Nigeria. First of all, I blame Nigeria and his foreign policies and whatever, and I also blame Finland and his foreign policies because I don't see how that guy is still enjoying in Nigeria, in Finland, and then he's causing so much mayhem in Nigeria.
Are you hearing that? She blamed Nigeria foreign policy. She blamed Finland. She don't know how that guy will be in Finland enjoying himself and be causing mayhem in Nigeria. Ask this smelling idiot who caused the mayhem that led to the death of hundreds of Nigerians in the state of Lagos, Abuja, Enugu, Onitsha, Benin, and so many places. Was it Èkpá? She was the one who caused the mayhem. At least there are many evidences of the people massacred in their cold blood during the NSAS protest. Was that not enough mayhem? She's still gallivanting in Nigeria today. Nobody has arrested her because she is not fighting for the betterment of people or less privileged and those indigenous people in Nigeria. She's part of the Fulani Caliphate. So she can cause the mayhem by organizing the protest that led to death of hundreds of people, and she has not defended any of them. Nigeria government, there is no consequences for killing hundreds of Nigerians in the streets of Lagos for NSAS protest, which she was part of the pioneer. What mayhem is worse than that? In fact, our self-defense in Biafraland have not even been discussed by the, many foreign media like the CNN, BBC, but the NSAS protest, which they pioneered, was a global talk. The massacre was heavy, but look at her telling somebody that is in Finland causing mayhem. Which mayhem I have caused that is worse than what they have done to innocent people who actually did not know what they were doing in the street, who actually did not know that Nigeria is a death trap to anybody who want to protest for civil rights and for their own right in the street of Nigeria. They did not educate the people. They didn't know anything about how Nigeria terrorist state work, that a terrorist state is a state that doesn't allow any kind of civil movement to rise up. They will suppress you with guns and bullets. And after they have killed few people, many people will run away. And that will be the end. So those who will be in the forefront carrying flag, oh, Aisha Yusuf is part of us. Oh, you carry flag and you get killed. Bam, bullet to hit you. Aisha will run back to her husband. And the next thing is she will be on her YouTube channel explaining how Nigeria is this, or Nigeria is that. And then tomorrow they will invite her. Oh, you were part of those who organized this protest. How did you go? Oh, Nigeria is evil. We can't continue like this. And you are dead already. Gone forever. That is the worst death ever. Listen to her.
I've seen now that a lot of people no longer romanticize when that whole thing was started in terms of the attacks and everything. Initially, some people were happy. Oh, yes, they are going after. I said when they go after the bad ones, they come after you. You said they are going after the bad ones, right? When they go and finish going after the bad ones, they'll come after every one of us.
Oh, they are scared. They are scared that the Biafra Liberation Army, after going after the bad ones, they will come after all of us. I do not know what she is thinking. Is she a Biafra? It's part of the saboteur. She is scared. Her concern now is not about, freedom. Her concern now is what is going to be the aftermath of the freedom. That when the Biafra Liberation Army have gone after the bad ones, and she knows what is the bad one, which is the Nigeria Terrorist Army, that once they have gone after them, they will come for them. Tell this woman that Biafra Liberation Army does not go after civilians. We doesn't go after those who don't come against us. We are defending ourselves against gun-wielding terrorists in uniform called Nigerian Army Police and every uniform and gun carrying under Nigerian government within Biafraland. These are the people who have killed us for ages, who also killed her own people that she organized to protest in the streets of Nigeria. So these are the people we are going after. We're not going after innocent people that we ought to be protecting. We want to live exemplary life, how a nation should be. And that is why today you see Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces, when they find you that you don't have anything to do with the killings of Biafra, you will go free. The evidences are everywhere. Listen to her.
Violence is violence and must never be encouraged in any way. No.
Violence is violence and must not be encouraged in any way. Exactly what the Biafra people are doing. You don't bring violence to Biafraland, kill Biafra people, and then when they begin to defend themselves, you begin to say they are violent. Isn't that stupidity?
Because initially there were some. Now I see the same people that were abusing me when we were saying that, look, this thing, what is happening in the southeast was the way Sheikau and who was the other one, Mohammed Yusuf. So there are two people, just like Mohammed Yusuf and Sheikau. Mohammed Yusuf was the head of Boko Haram, but he wasn't the violent. Sheikau, okay. So like what we also have with Nnamdi Kanu at this time for Èkpá. Nnamdi Kanu, I don't think it doesn't look like the violence. Okay. He just wants to be called on that to be raised.
Are you hearing that? Nnamdi Kanu is a priest. He doesn't want violence. She is now comparing me with Sheikau, or what is it called? What is it, Yusuf, or whatever. And these are the people, when they are killing Biafrans, they will be on social media laughing at them. Hey, you people think you can just go and protest. They were laughing. They killed, we posted on social media, we cry, and nobody listened to us. They were all laughing at us. Today, the table has turned around. Everybody is crying, all of them. They are crying because we have been able to defend ourselves against a terrorist state. Listen.
What do they keep? Is it Kippap? What do they keep up or whatever? That Jewish thing on his head, put his white gifts, and other people will not be kneeling down, kissing his feet, kissing his leg, and all of that. Like that one. But you see that one, where I don't know as I would say describe, but what he resemble, that one they wanted to the violence, they do all sorts of things. So the same way with Mohammed Yusuf and Sheikau, so what Sheikau turned that whole region with. Initially, of course, that's why when I see some people say that, oh, there were people who were supporting Boko. Yeah, they were, because they were fighting for the rights of the people then. From fighting for the rights of the people, they started killing the people. That's what violence does. And that's why when I see people who, when they're talking of protest, they want to do violence. I said, violence will never take you anywhere. It might give you adrenaline, but it derates your message. You no longer find favor with the people because you need the people's support. Whatever, if you say you're fighting for the people and you don't get their support, not supporting as they must support you, but the fact that they can easily.
Now that is the narrative, the wrong narrative they want you to believe. And that's actually, brought the message I have come with today on this space. They are talking about the people are no longer, look at it, 10 million votes. Yesterday, we were at 6 million. Only today, sit at home on Monday, 4 million votes added from the 40 states of Biafraland. That is what the structure has done. The structure of the de facto government in the homeland has done in one day. What I don't know is that we have sealed everywhere in Biafraland. Biafra has 40 states. In the 40 states, we have 40 administrators. In the 40 states, we have 15 county heads by 40. In the same 40 states, we have in each county 5 districts times 15, 75 districts. We have 75 heads of district in each state, times it by 40. We've sealed everywhere. The highest structure that Nigeria don't know what is hitting them. And today, 10 million votes. Finland go hear them, convention. We will play every video, every evidence, including the voting card and the result sheet, will be made public. And this is actually what has given me a very powerful adrenaline this evening, because initially, you know, the propaganda was here and there. They were bombarding. They say, oh, they are getting your information to share to DSS. They don't give them information. You know, they are taking your picture. We changed our modus operandi. And today, here we are. This is the first phase. The first phase is ending on the 31st or 30th of May. In a few days' time. In a few days' time. So these 3 days sit at home, the 30th, the 29th, 30th, and 31st must be used by every Biafran that are yet to participate in the voting. Your job is to stay at home and vote. We need to shatter this record. We need to make this history. And let me tell you, it's a history. It is going to be Kaduka, Kaduka, until the world listens to us. We will make them to listen to us. And I want everybody to understand that nowhere in this world that you will be killing people and they will sit back and watch. Part of the demand of the Biafra Republic government in exile to the African Union, the African court, is to rectify the ongoing self-referendum. You people should just wait and see what will happen. We still have the stage 2 and the stage 3. So we may be looking up to 60 million, because the turn up today shocked me. So maybe the entire Biafra has voted today. I don't know. But let's see how